Well, let's talk about this halftime show. Did we like it? Did we not like it? Did we enjoy it? What was the consensus? I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments below. I will tell you my thoughts, but like I said, I would love to know your thoughts. I gotta say, when I first heard that who was gonna be on, I'm gonna be completely honest. When I saw the promo, I saw it was Dr. Dre and Snoop, Mary J. Blige, and Eminem. I was really kind of only excited for Eminem. I'm a big fan of Eminem. My wife is a big fan of Eminem. He is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, in his select genre. Like, even within rap and hip hop, there's different genres of it. Eminem is insane at his like machine gun style, fast, crazy raps and rhymes and stuff. But there's different styles of rap. So there's other people that are very talented in the other aspects, right? So I was really looking forward to that. Obviously, Dre and Mary J. Blige and Snoop, they were all classics, and they're all classics in the game, and they're OGs in the game too, which is really cool. So I gotta be fully honest. When I watched it, I was highly, highly impressed. Leading up to it, I was like kind of like excited, but like kind of just indifferent. I was like, oh, cool, Eminem's gonna be cool. But I was also like, I as a musician myself, and as somebody that cares a lot about the music that I make. While I do enjoy Eminem's music, obviously it can be very offensive to some, I guess is the best way to put it. And I was not concerned, but like thinking about like, I wonder what Eminem's gonna play that's like gonna be okay for like, national television. Like, because I think about the stuff that's like, hey, there's like a 7-year-old kid watching this show, and like if we're gonna talk about something like that's crazy, inappropriate for that kid, like I'm not cool with that. Like if like a 25-year-old guy wants to go listen to that, like it's a different story. Like, but like 7-year-old kid, like I don't love that. That doesn't mean I don't like the artist, and it doesn't mean I don't like that they shouldn't be making music. Those are two totally different things. I just don't think that 7-year-old should be listening to it. But I was actually impressed at that, and happy with the selection of choices of songs that they did. Especially, Lose Yourself is a classic, and if that song doesn't get you hyped, I don't know what will. Actually, before we go any further, I do want to mention the fact that I am giving away $1,000 on my Instagram. If you have not followed me on Instagram, all you have to do is just follow me on Instagram. And if you're already following me on Instagram, thank you. You are also already enrolled in the giveaway. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram by March 15th, or be following me on Instagram by March 15th. You could be entered to win $1,000. 10 people are winning $100. Let's continue going along. I really man, California, like it had this whole California vibe. Even though obviously Kendrick is not from California, and Eminem is not from California. When they brought out 50 Cent, these songs were all classics. I gotta say, all of them were classics. The Snoop Dogg, funny comment about Snoop Dogg actually, like he, while he has this very, funny, quirky personality, the way he dresses and stuff. He is a phenomenal rapper, man. He's a phenomenal artist. He's talented, and you can't take that away from him. Somebody that I was at the party with yesterday made this comment. He's like that Snoop Dogg raps Elton John, like just how Elton John is like in pop and has that very just like kind of like flamboyant, colorful kind of clothes and the way he dresses and acts. I feel like that is Snoop Dogg in the rap game, which is cool. I gotta be honest. This is the first of in either a long time or ever that I've actually been like, oh wow, it's over. Like I totally could have gone another 30 minutes of this, because it was great, man. All classic hits. It was cool because I was hanging out with a bunch of musicians as well, so like I would get like the backstory on some of the things. Like a lot of the Dre samples, or a lot of the Dre songs are actually samples from older songs, and he was pulling up the original songs and showing how they manipulated and sampled it, and it was really cool. Bringing up 50 Cent and, Eminem doing his rap and stuff. I actually read a comment from somebody on YouTube, and I thought this was really cool, that Eminem could have taken the time for 2 songs, but for him to also bring up 50, it's just cool to see how they all, kind of all collaborated together, and all are all friends and like family, essentially. And speaking to other friends after the fact, they were saying that they thought that it was more of like they were trying to figure out the theme, and a friend of mine was saying that it's all based on essentially Dre. Like, they were holding when I think when Kendrick Lamar was rapping, they were doing Dre Day, right? Dre Day. Because Dre had a lot of input in a lot of them, whether it be his actual record label, or whether it be like the Aftermath record label. whether it be Kendrick Lamar being like raised under the wing or brought up under the wing of Dre, or Dre producing In the Club by 50 Cent, or Eminem. Like so many, he has so many. His hands are so many different things in the industry. Honestly, watching this made me want to watch the movie Straight Outta Compton again. I've seen that movie so many times because it's such a phenomenal movie. Because I love watching the origin stories, the come up stories. So I would love to know what your favorite Super Bowl halftime show was. If it was this one, if it was not this one. I thought it was also a brilliant marketing move to some degree on the Pepsi and the Super Bowl, because they like the generation that like grew up with this was probably somewhere between like 40 and like mid 20s. So like in that mid 25 and up to like probably 40, has this whole range, and it's cool because it wasn't like the music like, oh, like this, the artists say like they say they chose somebody from the 70s, like, yeah, cool, but like that's my parents' music, or vice versa. It was cool that it wasn't like an artist that nobody really like over 35 knows. It's like, oh, cool, that's my kid's music. So to have this kind of like cool like millennial range, but a little old, I would say older than millennials, probably like mid to lower 40s, because like in the 80s and 90s, kind of with the Dre, and very early 90s with the Dre, with Dr. Dre and Mary J. Blige and stuff. Apparently, Eminem I thought he was in the early 2000s, but apparently his stuff started getting popular in the 90s, which I didn't know, which is crazy. But very cool stuff, man. One thing that I thought would have been really, really crazy would if they used the Tupac hologram that they have, that I've seen on YouTube a long time ago. But that would have been cool if they brought up that hologram when they started doing California. Was it California Lovin'? Isn't that the name of the song? I called it something else yesterday. I think I called it California Dreamin'. But that is not that by Tupac. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day. God bless and peace out.